Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second part of Headers. And Headers, if you weren't here last week, we did the first 6 puzzles, and we did watch this video, and we're going to watch it again today. So here we go.
Programming's a game. It's something that you and the computer are working towards together.
But you're gonna fail a lot. Get comfortable with failing because it happens.
When you program, you have to get it wrong because that's how you learn.
When you do make mistakes, you're like, okay, it's fine, I can fix this.
Everyone gets bugs, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, everyone gets bugs.
When a computer's not working the way it's supposed to, the way we want it to, we call it a bug.
I get bugs.
I get bugs.
I get bugs. I get bugs.
I totally get bugs.
Everyone gets bugs. Debugging is basically just looking through your code and correcting your mistakes and fixing it.
There are 4 really important steps that you want to follow when you're debugging.
The first thing you want to do is describe your problem. So figure out what's happening. What did you want your code to do, and what is it actually doing? Second step is you want to hunt for bugs. So figure out what is it in your code that's causing that. Step number 3 is you want to try out small solutions and see how they affect your code. And then finally, step 4 is you want to document what you've learned.
Debugging is maybe the number one thing that can help you become a better programmer because you're seeing the mistakes you made.
Don't believe that.
Can you help me with this for a second?
Can you help me with this for a second?
Most of the time I spend debugging is finding the bug, but once I find it, it's easy to fix.
What's this?
Debug.
Did your parents put that there? Maybe, I don't know. I like debugging with other people because they are like a second brain, which doubles your computing power, so you can figure out bugs twice as fast. Here we go, we did it!
Experts make bugs. They make big bugs. In fact, your goal should be, as you go along, make bigger and bigger bugs that need to be squashed, because that just means you're doing something worth doing.
You know, the more you practice, the better you get at it, the easier it will be.
I can debug.
I can debug. I can debug.
I can debug.
I can debug,
So
and
that
so
will
can you.
turn that number 7 bubble green or triangle. So what we did today, we went through and we chose each one of these. We're going to start with debugging the missing paragraph. So we'll click on that. And on all of these, I am going to have to make my version history start over. And just like we talked about last week, when you see something red in your text, in your workspace, something is wrong. So this says, someone has submitted a bug report on this web page. Can you fix it? So we looked through this today, and I'm going to assume that somewhere in this area is where the bug appears, because up here looks fine. And if you look right here on line 11, the opening paragraph tag is not, it's not complete. It has a period instead of a greater than sign. So we put that greater than sign in, and I put the wrong symbol. Put the greater than sign in. All that pink goes away, and our problem is resolved. Our bug is gone. Okay, so I'm going to finish. We're going to go to part 2, debug the pink tags. And like I said before, I'm going to start over. And we look through this tag. We look through this text in this HTML, and we notice that right after chocolate, there's a less than, backslash, and then a greater than. It's missing the P. It's missing the P, so we'll put that in there, and that's going to solve that part of it. And then down here, just like on the previous page, it has a period instead of a greater than tag. All it is what if you look at your keyboard, someone did not shift when they put that piece of text in there. And that fixes the bugs. I do want to remind that last week I noticed that some people put capital letters. Capital letters do not work. It's just going to be lowercase letters. I'm going to hit finish. We are going to go to debug the subheadings. And again, it has the same thing. Someone has submitted a bug report on this web page. Can you fix it? And my version history, I have to start over. So you can see right where the red is, and we can try to figure out what is wrong. Look closely at your text. On line 12, it has H3 as an opening tag, and then it has H2 as your closing tag. So we're going to fix that. Make them both H3. Same thing down on line 14. You have an H3 and an H2. We're going to fix that. Make them both H3, and that fixes our text. Okay. Okay, let's click on finish. And finally, add larger text, larger heading, excuse me. Version history, start over. Okay, so this one, it says, here's a great article on modes of transportation. Can you add a catchy large heading and a title to it? So if you look at there are no bugs in here, but right below, let's see, it says this article right in front of the header on line 7. We're going to click and we're going to enter down, and we're going to go up above that after we enter down, and we're going to put less than H1 closing tag, and then we got to come up with a clever name for this. And what did we come up with today? I think we put how we get around in 21. And then we closed it out with a less than backslash H1 greater than. I think for me, I'm kind of goofy about some of these things, and I spelled around wrong, so I'm going to change the first letter in these words to a capital letter. I'm going to spell around right. And I'm going to leave lowercase it. And so you should see that appear in your display area. If you click on your inspector tool, we can click on that, and it highlights where we just worked. Okay, finish. Okay, so we're done. All finished all 4 of these. We're going to move on, and this was the challenging one today. This was what I was assessing people for. And by the way, if you happen to do this on your own, please let me know so I go back in and adjust your grade. So look, if you look, they mashed all this text together. There's no difference in anything, but you can see it over here how they intended it to be. So for my pets on line 6. Before my, we're going to put less than H1 greater than symbol. Sorry, I have to. Sometimes I have to think. And then we're at the end of after pets, we're going to put less than backslash H1 greater than, and then you can see that it says my pets over there. So now we have that set up. So it says I have 3 different pets. And they are all my favorite for different reasons. I feed them and give them water every day, even though it's a lot of work. They are totally worth it. So on line 8, we are going to make that a paragraph. So we're going to put less than P greater than. Go to the end after the word it, we're going to put less than backslash P greater than. And then you can see how that text over here separates. So Lula and dog are subheadings, and I'm assuming that we want to make them different sizes. So we're going to make Lula. We're going to less than H2 greater than, and we're going to close out that header. Whoops! I didn't put a backslash. I did that this morning too. Okay, and then you can see over here, it separates and makes Lola into a subcategory. And then dog, they're identifying it as a dog, so we're going to make that H3. Same way we're going to, it's going to be a little bit smaller. And then we're just going to work down the document or the website. And then we're going to make the next section a paragraph. We're going to close it. I think it's neat that you actually see when things change. And Slowpoke is the name of a turtle, so we're going to make that H2. At the end of it, we're going to make it H2. Gets easier as you start moving, getting more and more familiar with this. So you can see how Lola and Slowpoke are the same size. Turtle is going to be H3. It's kind of neat, I think. Right, and then Slowpoke is a turtle, so we're going to put make that a paragraph. And that separates that category. And now it says, now this is kind of silly to me. Hamster is the name of a fish. You know, figure that out. You couldn't see me making little goofy faces here. H2. H2, and then fish is going to be H3. Whoops, didn't put my backslash. And then you can see how that changed that category. And then we're going to make that a paragraph. And that's how it should look. That's the tags that you all put, the headers and the tags that you put in. And then we finished. We did not do these in class today, mainly because we ran out of time. Let's look at them real fast and see what we're supposed to do. Start over. I think I did these on my own over the weekend. Says my web poem is nearly complete, but my page isn't looking that neat. I can't really brag till I have every tag, but it's making my brain overheat. So they have some headers. They have a header, and then they put a different code in there. It's using the BR to enter line breaks, not to separate a paragraph. So we need to go ahead. Let's make sure I always separate each paragraph. Okay, so we need to put BR after brag, so it's going to put less than BR, it's a break, and the same thing on the next line, BR, break, and that's it. That's all we needed to do on that one. Okay, click finish. Extra line, horizontal rule, extra code. In some situations, you'll want to insert a horizontal line or rule to break up themes in your text. You can use a horizontal line rule, HR tag for this. Read the HTML, look for where the HR code is used to add a horizontal rule on the web page. Okay, so if you look over here, come on. We're waiting. Okay, I'm going to refresh. So let's see what it's talking about. HR. So it's putting HR. I think these are already inserted. And if you even click on the HR, okay. I'm not sure on this one what it is. I'm gonna try again. I don't want to wait too long because my video will be more boring than it already is. Alright, I'm gonna go back. I'm just gonna click finish and go back and see if we can do the next one. And let's just do one more. Fun facts. Okay. As you've learned, the character less than is used for tags. If we want the character to show up as a less than in a paragraph, we need to use this special code plus LT. Is that what it says? LT? Okay. Your less than 3 is located in the center of your chest. Oh, I see. So it's already in here. They've already put it in here. Add a less than sign to 3 wherever you see the word heart. So we're going to come over here to, here is your heart. So we're going to put a plus sign and LT. Oh, we have to put the symbol too. The semicolon. Okay, so where to go? Right over here. So right over here, it did add that. Your heart. Oh. So we're gonna put one here too. A plus sign, LT, semicolon, and then right underneath of it, we're gonna put plus sign, LT, semicolon. And then down on the last line, plus sign, LT, semicolon, and we're done. Okay guys, I hope this helped you in some way. It would be nice to get some views because I know so many of you guys today, Tuesday, did not do your work. Thank you so much, and we will see you next week.